This is a Russian Molnia-2 aircraft type UAV. It is moving rapidly toward the target. The video is being recorded by a Ukrainian interceptor aircraft. The Ukrainian drone was moving rapidly to shoot down the Russian Molnia-2 UAV, but failed to do so. The Russian drone hit the target squarely and destroyed it. The Ukrainian operator filmed the target control. Kramatorsk direction. Rotation of Ukrainian armed forces personnel under attack by FPV UAVs on a section of the front line. Ukrainian armed forces command centers and personnel in the settlement of Konstantinovka are being destroyed. Footage of the attack has been verified by reconnaissance drones. The drones are primarily targeting shelters. Soldiers under heavy attack are hiding in other ruined buildings or under trees. Do you think ruined buildings are safer or hiding under trees? The soldier who quickly ran to hide under the trees is probably unaware that he is being tracked by reconnaissance drones.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Russian soldiers in the Belgorod region destroyed Ukrainian aircraft-type UAVs flying at high altitude with light weapons. A Russian FPV drone is chasing a Ukrainian soldier. The soldier is doing his best, but it's too late. Commandos affiliated with the Sever group carried out targeted attacks on a fuel station used by the Ukrainian armed forces in the Sumy region. The attacks were carried out using Lancet UAVs. Soldiers of the 16th Special Forces Brigade are on duty. Destruction of Ukrainian forces 2S-1 self-propelled howitzers in the direction of Krasnolemansk. An APM, anti-personnel fragmentation mine, looks like this. If you pull the pin, it explodes and the shrapnel hits you. According to a statement from the Russian Ministry of Defense, the Strela-10 anti-aircraft missile system belonging to the Central Military Group destroyed a Ukrainian Shark reconnaissance UAV in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. An airstrike was carried out on the deployment point of ground forces in the direction of Pokrovsk. Objective surveillance tools confirmed the attack. Donetsk Front, northern direction. Objective control of combat operations at the enemy UAV control point in the Ivanivka area by the artillery crew of the Russian Armed Forces 123rd Brigade.
Цели готов! Орудие! Выстрел!
A Molnia-2 type aircraft UAV belonging to the Tula paratroopers struck the armed forces belonging to the Ukrainian Air Defense Forces in the Sumy region. After receiving the complex deployment task, the paratroopers prepared to launch the UAV and secretly took off from a pre-prepared position. Aircraft-type UAVs can reach higher speeds than traditional quadcopters and carry larger payloads over longer distances. After identifying the target, the operator directed the UAV towards it, the software locked onto the target, and the Molnia-2 successfully completed its combat mission despite enemy electronic warfare countermeasures. The use of this UAV in conjunction with reconnaissance UAVs and FPV UAVs enables the rapid destruction of detected targets and provides support to assault units on the front lines. Kharkiv region. As a result of coordinated interaction between the Anvar detachment, the FSB Central Security Service, the 245th MSP Reconnaissance Battalion, and the Air Reconnaissance Center, the targets were directly destroyed. Dnipropetrovsk region. The operator of a fiber-optic FPV drone, KVN, collided with a Ukrainian armed forces pickup truck traveling in the direction of Novopavlovka. The drone, lying in wait on the road, activated its propellers when the pickup truck approached and won the speed race with the truck. Fighters of the Russian armed forces shot down a Ukrainian UAV that was lying in ambush during takeoff in the direction of Sumy.
Все. Прохуярили. Все? Да.
Novopavlivka settlement, Dnipropetrovsk region, VT-40 FPV UAVs destroyed a Turkish armored vehicle Kirpi and a Ukrainian forces pickup on the highway west of Pokrovsk. Direct hits of FABs from UMPK neutralized the Ukrainian armed forces hiding in buildings. Russian aviation appears to have hit the targets with pinpoint accuracy. UAV operators of the 144th Motorized Rifle Division continued their mission in the direction of Krasnolymansk, destroying a temporary deployment point with 2 Ukrainian soldiers. The joint efforts of the FPV UAV operators and mortars of the South Group destroyed the positions of the Ukrainian forces. The control center was completely destroyed. At the same time, in addition to mortars, a large number of drones were used in the attacks. An operator from the center group launches a guided missile that hits targets at a distance of up to 5 kilometers with high accuracy. The Russian Defense Ministry reported that the fighters of the southern group destroyed a detachment of Kholodny Yar fighter jets of the armed forces of Ukraine. FPV drones, mortars, and towed howitzer units took part in the operation. In the afternoon, a Russian FPV drone on aerial reconnaissance spotted a moving Ukrainian pickup truck. The FPV drone quickly hit the vehicle, disrupting its rotation. The crew, whose vehicle was rendered unusable, quickly fled into the woods. Ukrainian soldiers had not yet taken cover when they encountered other Russian attack drones. Some soldiers even came face to face with the Russian FPV drone again, while hiding in tunnels they thought were sheltered. Then, the chase began. The Russians shot down a French self-propelled vehicle that was moving rapidly towards a firing position in the Dnipropetrovsk border area. Moreover, on the way, they destroyed an enemy vehicle designed to deliver ammunition. At the beginning of the supply of Caesars to Ukraine, Paris described them as unattainable for the Russians. The vehicle is maneuverable, but not invincible. The soldiers of the Vostok group confirmed this. A Russian soldier single-handedly cleared the entrance to a bunker belonging to Ukrainian forces. Then he threw his backpack full of TM-62 anti-tank weapons into the bunker and fled. With a powerful explosion, the bunker was destroyed. There is no way to hide from Russian UAVs. FPV UAV operators of the 3rd Combined Arms Army of the Southern Unit destroyed a robotic REB platform of Ukrainian forces near the settlement of Serebryanka. A camouflaged Ukrainian mortar was detected near the Pokrovsk settlement. The first FPV drone strike hit the mortar itself, and the second hit the ammunition. Objective control images confirm the complete destruction of the position. A Ukrainian mortar was detected near the village of Guryev Kazachok in the Kharkiv region. A fiber-optic UAV of Prince Vandal of Novgorod carried out the first strike, and then conventional FPV UAVs destroyed the position. Soldiers of the 16th Infantry Division destroyed another position of the enemy UAV in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. In the direction of Kostiantynivka, UAV pilots of the Southern Group bombed a Ukrainian forces' temporary deployment point with 3 FPV KVNs. Be sure to write your opinion about FPV drones in the comments. Let's discuss this topic. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. The assault detachment of the Raikari Regiment organized a rapid assault on a Ukrainian armed forces stronghold west of Krasnoarmysk. The fighters of the center group continue to advance, destroying the stronghold of Ukrainian fighters. A massive raid by Russian FPV drones on the 25th Brigade UAV control centers in Dmitrov. The long-suffering 25th Independent Airborne Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces has once again lost its UAV control points. 6 BPLA points are now in ruins, where no work is possible. Each destroyed facility made the advance of the Russian infantry more effective. Nine drivers of the 238th Art Brigade of the Russian Armed Forces, with the help of Lancet, found and destroyed an armored vehicle of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Konstantinovka. Destruction of an ABP of the Armed Forces of Ukraine using UMPK fabs in the Pleshchayevka area. Successful work of Russian UAV operators. UAV operators of the 3rd Combined Arms Army of the South detected and destroyed a Ukrainian mortar in the basement of a destroyed building, near Seversk. Advance on the outskirts of Seversk. The 6th Cossack Brigade's assault units are advancing towards the city. Another position of the Ukrainian armed forces was captured. Unable to withstand the attack of the Cossack soldiers, the Ukrainian armed forces chose to lay down their arms and surrender as prisoners of war.